Okay, so welcome to GBank's Mathematics, and today we are looking at WASSCE PC Series 2, popularly known as NOBDEC 2025, Federal or Elective Mathematics, question number 11A. The question says we are supposed to solve correct to the nearest degree cos 2x minus 5 sine squared x equals 1 out of 9, where x lies within the range 0 to 360 degrees, right? So let's see how we can handle this quickly and correctly. So the equation cos 2x minus 5 sine squared x gives us 1 out of 9. Okay, so we realize that cos 2x is compound, so we can easily do that change. We can state that but cos 2x, we want to solve everything in sine, all right? So we have to change cos. If you want to solve everything in cos, it means you have to change the sine squared x, all right, as well as the cos squared x, so that it becomes the basic one to use. So cos 2x can be expanded as 1 minus 2 sine squared x. Okay, when you expand cos 2x, this is where we are going to end our expansion. So we replace that, and that gives us 1 minus 2 sine squared x, then minus 5 sine squared x again, and this gives us 1 out of 9. So let's simplify this. Simplifying the like terms, I have 1 minus, this gives me 7 sine squared x, and this is equal to 1 out of 9. Okay, so let's do this quickly. Let's multiply through with the LCM 9 over here. This gives me 9 minus, this side gives me 63 sine squared x, and this is equal to 1. So grouping like terms, I have negative 63 sine squared x. This gives me 1 minus 9, where negative 63 sine squared x gives me negative 8. So dividing both sides with negative 63, here, this gives me sine squared x equals, the simplification here, I have 8 out of 63. So to do away with the squared, it means we have to find the square root of both sides, all right? So sine x gives me the square root of 8 divided by 63. And we know this would give us the positive and negative side. So positive and negative square root of 8 out of 63. So quickly, we can take the first part, which is the positive side. When sine x equals the positive side, which is the square root of 8 out of 63, the positive side, we're going to find our answer in the first and second quadrants, all right? In the first and second quadrants, sine is positive. In the first and second quadrants, sine is positive. So let's quickly look for the values of x. We have x to be equal to sine inverse of the square root of 8 out of 63. And our value for x gives us, the square root gives us 20.88 degrees. But they are saying we should leave our answer in the nearest degree, all right? So therefore, the first value for x gives us 21 degrees. 21 degrees. And this is for the first quadrant, right? The first value for x is for the first quadrant. We also need to get the answer from the second quadrant. Okay, so from the second quadrant, we're going to have 180 degrees minus the value of x here. All right, so this gives us 180 degrees minus 21 degrees, and this gives us 159 degrees as the answer for the second quadrant. So this is from the second quadrant. Now let us go back to our solution. We realize that we have the positive and negative side. This can be written as the positive square root of 8 out of 63, and then negative of the square root of 8 out of 63. Now the first one here gives us answers from the first and second quadrant. Now in the third and fourth quadrant, sign is what? Negative. In the third and fourth quadrant, sign is negative. All right. So let's go and look for the negative equivalent in the third and fourth quadrant. We can still use the same thing since we've already solved for the square roots, the sign of those answers, right? So let's go and look for the answers from the third quadrant. Then we go for the answers from the fourth quadrant. So quadrant. From the third quadrant, our x value is going to be x minus 180 degrees gives us the answer we had, which is 21 degrees, okay? So the definition is what we have there, and this gives us 21 degrees plus 180 degrees. So the answer for x becomes 201 degrees, and this answer is from the third quadrant. Then from the last one, from the fourth quadrant, we have 360 degrees minus the x value we had initially, all right? So this becomes 360 degrees minus the x value is 21 degrees. So this gives us 339 degrees as our answer from the fourth quadrant. We are considering all of them because they are saying our answer lies from 0 to 360 degrees, from 0 to 360 degrees. So therefore, let's present our answer. So therefore, we can state that the truth set x is such that x is equal to, our first quadrant was 21 degrees. The answer from the second quadrant, 159 degrees. Answer from the third quadrant, 201 degrees. And then the answer from the last quadrant gave me 339 degrees. So all these answers fit into the equation, right? So thank you so much for watching. Remember to follow, like, and share for more videos. This is G Banks Mathematics. Bye-bye.